What's happening? What's happening? Anyways, man, it's your boy Triple BLACK, aka the number one stunner, aka the boss, aka three black hearses. It's murder. Anyways, man, I'm back in the motherfucking building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Hey, you already know what it is, man. Hey, I just made a trip to Memphis. You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting back. You already know what it is. Anyways, man, I'm gonna go ahead and clip the stream yard, and and anybody want to join and chop it up for a little bit. You know, I don't know, man. I just felt like getting up on here, maybe having a uh, conversation. Anyways, man, I just had to shoot a text off real quick, man. What's going on, man? Make sure you guys like and share the stream if you can. Man, I'm just on here, and I just wanted to chop it up. I was watching the Kevin Samuels show, man, and I was just like, damn. I got to give a shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. I do have to give a shout out to Kevin Samuels. Not on some dick riding shit, but on some real strategic stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like he's playing basically human chess. If and you got a lot of chess pieces on the board, and he's winning. He's winning. He's definitely winning. And I think it bodes well for the manosphere in general, because um, what he what he's doing is, and I got at first when I saw, um, I was watching a show the other day where he put this one chick up on the board. I forgot what her name is. I can't remember what her name is, but oh yeah, Jasmine Blue or whatever, right? At first, I was like, man, you know what? He's actually giving this chick light, and I seen the other dudes was start to follow suit because she had a video that was going viral, and and the thing was, like she was so egregious with it that he kind of let her slide. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was finna, bite her head off. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was really finna get her and bite her head off. But he didn't. He kind of let her, just skate. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, damn. I was kind of disappointed. I was like, man, he's really validating this chick by even giving her, the light and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, I was like thinking to myself, you know what? I was like, man, you know what? That was a great chess move right there. And I think that is part of his thing, and 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 I think what ended up happening, it raises the awareness of men in general. I mean, you do have these type of women out here. I mean, you have these type of women out here, and these type of women, this is what the norm is. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be a surprise. And I was thinking to myself, and the bigger piece of it is when you do leave a relationship, man. there's certain entitlements, especially if you're a good dude. So you gotta watch what you do as a good dude, man, because especially when you put, when you invest in somebody and you put your resources out there, there's going to be a lot of expectations. Um, there's going to be a lot of expectations from anybody, whether she's a 10 or a 2. Um, and the thing about why I say this was human chess is he showed. Um, she's basically showing her hand, and she's showing a hand of a lot of people. She just probably don't know what she's doing. But when you see these type of chicks, man, you're gonna think twice. You're gonna think twice, and and the thing about it is she's probably making a lot of other women uncomfortable by being so transparent, by being so upfront, by being so he um, basically kind of you know let her. I mean, she showed her all her hand. She showed all her hand, and she probably put herself in a big ass trap, which what's gonna end up at and the thing about these females too, like these, they're so their ego is so big, and they almost follow suit. So she put a battery in a lot of women's back. So they're thinking if she can do it, so can the other woman can do it. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna have a lot more chicks, and this is just what I prophesize. I mean, the market has got so so bad, with ain't shit women, that ain't shit women understand that they pretty much run shit right now. They kind of run shit, because there's going to be a sucker that funds their whole shit anytime they want to. Uh, but you know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man. They uh, they run. I mean, they not necessarily run shit like really like run shit, but when it comes to media and all this type of stuff, they kind of run it. But it's I don't even know how to put this, but it's like delusions of grandeur. It's like a false bravado, because this is a false bravado. Um, that chick right there just put her she just put her whole shit on on blast. And people, a lot of people are going to be um a lot of people are going to be probably a lot of people are going to have a big fallout on this shit. And let me take a step back. When I was talking about human chess, I was talking when I was talking about human chess, I was talking about Kevin Samuels playing human chess. But this lady right there was also playing human chess too. So obviously, I think what it is she's probably at the tail end of her finesse, whoever she's finessing, and he's probably trying to pull the carpet from underneath her. So she put this information out here. So the person, obviously, the person that is funding her lifestyle got a lot to lose, and she's he's remained anonymous, and that's probably for a reason, because he got to keep doing what he's doing into perpetuity, because she just put this information out here. So obviously she has probably a lot of information, because I just don't believe, just off the strength of their friendship, that he's going to be doing all this stuff for her. No, that's some bullshit. That's some heavy bullshit. You already know that's some fucking bullshit. So she's just playing. I mean, she's playing the hand that she's dealt. She's getting on these media platforms and basically drawing a line in the sand. So um, she's probably got a lot of information on this guy, because I don't think there's guys that are doing that shit out the goodness of their heart, and especially she got another dude. She got a fucking another dude. She's got another dude waiting in the wings. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on, man. You got to be out of your mind, man. You got to be out of your mind if you think that some dude is funding your lifestyle and you got another whole nigga like, and he's just doing that shit out of the goodness of his heart, man. You gotta be fucking out of your goddamn rabbit ass mind to think that. She's not saying everything. She's probably got a lot of fucking shit, and the dude probably attempted to what do you call it? Pull the rug in front of. That's why she, she when she was on that. I'm talking about that Blue Jasmine chick. She said something to the fact like she's gonna burn his whole shit up or whatever if he does that. That was just a fair warning, and that was a fair warning. Now, 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 the Kevin Samuels thing is like, I mean, she did a lot of the dirty work for him. A lot of a lot of people probably would have got on her on a panel and shit like that, and burned her ass up, but he kind of let her hang her own self. He gave her enough rope to hang herself. And when you come out of that interview and that whole interaction, you're just like, God damn. This is what we're dealing with right here, man. This is what we're fucking dealing with right here. And the thing about it too, man, is like, and this is and because she was so transparent and wasn't in, there's got to be a lot of women right now that of of this thought process, right? This whole thought process that she has that are probably hiding. I mean, they're probably hiding. They don't want to be seen. They don't want to be heard, especially because they understand that they've hit a lick and a lot of dudes that are these funders of these lifestyles of these women, they're probably thinking twice too. Damn, this chick right here, she got a whole nigga and I'm paying all this shit for her and she got a whole nigga and she's coming out here and saying that shit. There's a lot of probably Instagram models that's going through the same fucking shit. You know what I'm saying? I know the nature of men. They can say all they want to. Most men is not going to be paying a bill and somebody else is hitting a pussy. It's not gonna happen. I mean, it might happen every once in a while. You might have some of these weirdo cuckold dudes that they pay another motherfucker to fuck their wives or their girlfriends or some shit. But usually they have some type of agency over the broad, some type of agency over the broad. But this broad is acting like this dude has no agency over her and he's paying her fucking bills. Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit is crazy. But um, he kind of let her. She threw herself under the bus, and then she threw a lot of these other insta thoughts and all this type of stuff under the bus too. So, and that's how the uh, the game works, man. The game is chess is very um, it's a very unique game, man. It's a very unique game, and you got to be very strategic. You got to be very strategic, and you got to understand how the pieces move. And sometimes you got to get people to do your dirty work for you. You know, you got to get people to do your dirty work. And he he put it on an hour long, so hour and a half or whatever. And she did a lot of dirty work for him. Um, you know, and she exposed a lot of shit. She exposed a lot of shit. Again, I think she also played chess too, because she's definitely trying to get whatever she got going, keep going, because obviously she got some information on whoever the trick is that probably doesn't need to be made public, and she gonna keep it going as long as she can, and obviously, I don't even know my own still. Mm-mm. I'm not even. I'm not even on. I don't know if I'm on still. But anyways, take a look at the. You guys got to take it. It's like the video I'm talking about is this one Insta model. I think her name is like Jasmine Jasmine Blue, and I don't know where the hell she's from. She's a good looking chick. You know, she's a little. She looks a little rough around the edges. You know, she's like one of those New York real aggressive type um, chicks that 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 they're like she's like a bootleg Cardi B. You know, she's like a bootleg Cardi B. That's what she is. And she's the same resume, stripper, probably rapper, you know insta model, and what do you call it, OnlyFans, and just that whole prototype. And 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 the thing about it is I've never really seen somebody of that same cloth really be that transparent. I mean, the city girls talk about it, but never really heard them, display that type of entitlement um, on a grand scale like that. And 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 the thing about it is, I think a lot men. I mean, it raises awareness. It's like when you do set this precedent for these chicks like that, you do all that tricking and stuff like that. There's a sense of entitlement they get, and you think that, especially if you got a wife, you got a girlfriend, or you got another situation, all that tricking that you've done is you got to pretty much continue it. You got to pretty much continue it, or you're gonna have something like this happen. And you heard what the broad said. The broad said that she's gonna fuck his whole shit up, pretty much. She didn't say it in those words, but she almost said that, hey, you know what? You need to keep doing this for me. And she tried to backpedal a little bit, but we already know what it is. I mean, I can read between the lines. I can read between the lines that the dude that's paying all the shit probably tried to get rid of her, after she done got her a whole other dude, and now she doesn't want to go away. And she's using these platforms to kind of stay on there. It's basically, if you pull the rug away from me, I'm going to fuck your whole shit up. And I think that's what just happened. But anyways, anyways, man, shout out to everybody out there, man. Make sure you like the stream, man. Make sure you like the stream, because your boy Triple Black. I'm back in the building. I haven't been on here for a little bit, man. I'm over 3,000 subscribers. I mean, 5,000 subscribers, man. Shout out to the whole at Manosphere. Shout out to Sir Ism. He just got his 1,000 subscribers. Shout out to everybody, man. Platinum. Shout out to King David, man. King David, he was in the building last one of the things I was on, but he did his thing. So got to give a big shout out to him. Um, Man, it's I was in Memphis the other day, last week. We had an African wedding. One of my homeboys from college, he got married. And it was like, man, that marriage was a marathon, but um it was very interesting, saying the rituals and stuff like that. It was how in a traditional sense it was really good because it was basically what I mean, it culminated what marriage is. It culminated what marriage is, what uh marriage um is, what marriage is. It's a merger of two families. And again, that is the mm, yeah, that's it's almost and that brought me to the whole idea of human chess. In Western society, which even though it's still Western society, most people don't have a sense of duty, sense of legacy, sense of all those type of things. And um, one of um, the 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 biggest parts of that I really noticed is how much in control the actual father was of the whole ceremony. The father and the family and stuff like that. He's basically had to give his blessing. And when you have it's like it was almost like a business deal. They had like a, what do you call it? Can't remember what it was. It was part of the wedding where the other father, the father of the groom and the father of the bride had to go sit down, and they had to get with each other and talk about it's called like a duity or something. I can't remember what it was. It's basically what a negotiation was. What I mean for my daughter, uh, what are you providing to our family to get my daughter? Basically that's what it was. How many goats, how many cows, how many chickens, how many huts or whatever. It was like a deal. And then it was I don't know how formal it was. Maybe it was just a what do you call it, a mere formality. But I felt it was interesting. Now, the thing about it is because of the legacy part of it and the deal, the business part of it. Now, the wife has a sense of duty to her husband because it has a sense of duty to her husband. And it's not like Western society where you can kind of pick and choose, what you do. Her duty right now is to her husband because of the whole ceremony. You got the father's blessing, you did the deal. Now her duty is to her husband, and the husband's duty is to his wife and his family in the legacy because they merge the family. Now you got two families. If your family does bad, it makes my family look bad. If my family does bad, it makes your family look. So there's a sense of duty. It's not like traditional Western society where you can kind of pick and choose, what oh, I'm not happy. Well, if you're not happy, you got to do something. If your happiness is not at the forefront, your happiness is almost secondary. It's about legacy, it's about duty, it's about family, it's about purpose, it's about all those different things. It's more than just you. And I think um one of the lessons is like we talk about Western society, but I mean in Western society, we taught to be very selfish. It's all about me, it's all about what makes me happy, but that's not necessarily a good thing, because if you're running on one person's emotion, I mean, you can crash the whole fucking ship. You can bring down the whole building, based on your emotion. And when you have that type of ceremony or that type of mindset, it's everybody. You have a duty to everybody, it's like it's not just you. You got to do it to everybody. It was an expensive wedding. You turn around 6 months from now, you decide that you want to get a divorce. Guess what? You're gonna have a lot of explaining to do. So I felt like that whole thing was a great. I mean, I think it was a lesson learned. How different. I mean, like it made me look at marriage and that union as totally different, totally different. When I got married, it was just, it was a private ceremony. It wasn't really, too many people, too many people that were there. You know what I'm saying? It was just me, you know, the what's the name, and that was it. Me and my wife and whoever. I mean, the pastor. That was pretty much it. It was nobody else. But I thought it was I just thought it was a very interesting thing, man. I just thought it was a very interesting thing. But let's talk about Memphis, man. I swear to God, Memphis, man, I've never seen so many ratchets in my goddamn life. I never seen so many ratchets, man. We went on this thing called Beale Street, man. It was Ratchet Central. It was Ratchet Central, man. It was Ratchet Central. It was so many ratchets, man. I swear to God. It almost, I don't know, it was just like I was like it was a ratch apocalypse. It's a difference. I mean, damn. And you know, I'm sure there was probably other sections where the bad ones went, man, but you know, it was a bunch of freaking ones and twos and threes and fours and fives. One, two, three, four. Oh man. No cupcake zone, man. Make sure you go and you know, like the stream. You know, there's a lot of other people on other streams and shit like that. I'm by myself out here. I'm by myself out here. Um, you know, I go on other people's panels and stuff. I seen Platinum is up. He's doing great numbers now, man. He's doing, you know, he's consistently over 100 in the box. You know, you got the same consistent people coming on there. You know, salute to him. I see Ism is building. I also watch Kuda. I enjoy those guys, man. I do really enjoy those guys. You know, some of the guests that they be having on there, you know, it really ain't my cup of tea. Big shout out to Mace too, man. Shout out to freaking Mace. And you know, shout out to him. You know, he does a good sports panel and stuff like that. It's I think in due time, if he keeps pushing the needle, he keeps, you know, being consistent. It just take, you know, one or two people that get on the panel, and you know, maybe somebody more famous, you know, or more they got more clout around these spaces that will take them to the next level. And I can see that coming. I'm not gonna front. I can see that coming. He'll get his time, man. You know, he's a good dude, man. Um, man, yeah, Sir Ism was making fun of me the other day for having like one person on the panel. But it's all good though, man. Can't really complain. I think, um, especially with this space, it's got to be. It's definitely consistency. Consistency over everything. You know, consistency over everything. And once you are consistent, you know, with your aesthetics, product delivery, everything, you'll have some success. You know, you just have to be consistent. You got to use a model. You're going to use a panel model. You can use the short clip model. You can use a whole bunch of stuff. You know, me, I don't take it too serious. Like I just do this shit while I'm working. But you know, do I feel like? Well, no, I don't think I can do what those other dudes do. Um, Now, some of the content, uh, my talking points, you know, they've been regurgitated a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what? I'm a very unique individual, and you know, I hear people. You feel me? They don't got to give me a shout out, but you already know what it is, man. You know, Triple Black is a realist in the manosphere. You know, minus everybody. You feel me? Shout out to everybody, man. For real, for real. You know, shout out to Kane of God. We was on there chopping it up for a while. What was it Kane and I forgot what the other guy's name is. We were on Sir Ism's channel. I told him to come through. You know, come through, show love to your boy. But you know, he ain't came through yet. You know, King David. King David, man, he made a great video the other day, man. I was just like, damn. He had the music, he had everything in the background blasting, and it was pretty good, man. He was talking about these bitch ass niggas, man. These bitch ass niggas in the manosphere. Said he was throwing some some darts. He was he was really getting his flex on, man. He was like flexing on some dudes, man. I'm like, damn, Dave, God, oh, hey, you putting pressure on some of these some of these cats, man. What's really good, man? What's happening, man? Damn, man. I was just like, wow, they was busting, busting shots at these cats, man. What's happening, man? I seen them just, poking the bear. But chess, man. You gotta play chess with these people. Gotta play chess with these people. And you gotta in the be- in the best thing to do is also you gotta pay attention to the analytics. The analytics is very important. And I've seen with Kevin Samuels, his analytics looks really nice. And you can usually tell the analytics. I mean, if you got some really good analytics, is the type of products that gets promoted, and some of these uh, these brands um, they're being promoted. Uh, I think is very lucrative. I seen you got to also look at some of the keywords that you use and some of the things that you use. Now, um, where marketing is very, you got to be very strategic when it comes to marketing. I'll give you an example. Kevin Samuels, um, the people that like I seen he had like some he if you look in between like some of his commercials, it's mostly like women's hair products and stuff like that. Women's hair products, and and then now you have the bonnet brigade that comes through all that. And as a marketer, you would look at that and be like, man, that's perfect. you know because these, most of the women's they either have their bonnets on, or they have their hair made up pretty good, or they usually have some hair issues, because you can the most of the time you can see their face. And when black women, the hair industry is a big part of their whole existence. Their hair is probably one, sometimes the central part of their whole existence. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's their there's like some women that get their hair done, um 4 times a month, 3 times a month, or they're always getting their hair done. Sometimes they spend $1,500 to whatever on their hair, depending on what type of sponsor that they have. So you know having these debates and stuff like that with these bonnet brigade type chicks, is very profitable for Kevin Samuels. Is very profitable, because um, majority of the people that go on there, I mean, I don't know, most of his supporters are probably men, but the majority of the women that are watching, even watch other women get cooked, probably is other women. And during those playbacks and things like that, uh, boom, you know, you can you can see. Hold on a second. Uh, no, back to what I was talking about. Um, you know, those are very profitable things, and especially on Instagram. You know, on Instagram, Facebook, wherever it gets shared. Those are those are really profitable marketing dollars right there. Those are really profitable marketing dollars. So it's I mean, there is a method to the madness. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he's just going after the Brigade just to be going after them, even though they're in an easy target. But I mean, there is a method behind that madness. You know what I'm saying? There is a method behind that. But what I think is very interesting is what I think is very interesting is how the other women that are always going after him and stuff like that haven't really took actually took like the game and kind of use it for themselves. I mean, they kind of almost use it. They use their platforms as a way of bashing him, like and that's all they do all day on a daily basis is like bashing him, and I think that's not a very smart thing to do. I mean, I think it's more of a more of a strategic thing to do is to kind of maybe uh, try to leverage a relationship with them, and instead of going at him, trying to leverage a relationship because the thing about it, those shaming tactics is not going to work. They use them over and over and over and over. I mean, if anything, I would think that they would try to, extend some olive branches and maybe not even, maybe try to leverage some collaborations to try to get their brands popping or whatever. And I think Kevin Samuels is somebody that's smart enough to even to do that because he's already got his platform. And like somebody like Tasha K was smart. Tasha K, she has a whole sisterhood vibe. She has a whole sisterhood thing. She has that, she has products and all this type of stuff. And, and she reached out to him. I would have never thought Tasha K would reach out to him because I thought she would be on that salacious Wendy Williams just bullshit, cancel campaign and all this type of stuff. But she talked to him like a man, and they did a pretty good show, and and you see a lot of these other women that are just constantly bashing him on a daily basis. Instead of doing that, if especially if you got a big platform, why don't you extend an olive branch to him? You know what I'm saying? I mean, why don't you? Because at the end of the day, that right there is going to be, especially if you're using YouTube as a business and YouTube as a platform to promote your business, it's going to be a lot better for you. You catch way more honeys with bee. I mean, you catch more bees with honey, not vinegar, and that's a very stupid strategic. It's a very stupid move, And DJ Kuda said something very interesting the other day. I was listening to him yesterday, matter of fact, and he said something that I think that a lot of dudes from the manosphere, or just dudes in general, should take heed. Jumping on the sisterhood cancel campaign at the end of the day is going to be very detrimental to you, because they keep calling them a homosexual and all this type of stuff, and they keep calling them gay and all this type of stuff. There's going to be a time where those gay dudes are going to get very, very offended of what's going on, of the slander and stuff like that, and they're going to start punching back. Um, they're going to start, hitting these chicks where it hurts, and you know how cancel culture works. Oh, hold on. Man, I gotta cut this live stream short, man. I gotta take a phone call. I gotta do a couple things. But hey man, thanks for listening to me, man. But I'll probably be back on maybe later tonight to talk about this further. this was kind of an impromptu thing. I was listening to other people, and I was just like, ah, man, it's just whack and boring. So let me go ahead and do my own thing. But I'll let your boy, man.